I'm from, you can't visit. I talk money, I guess you understand different. Hand gestures counting till my hands blister. You can't miss us, louder than Fran Drescher. Pinky rings, hand kisses, soprano. I feel like Paulie Castellano when designer stitches.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Falcons have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Vikings, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. It's Murray. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bradford. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Bradford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Ryan on second down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Following the interception, Bradford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing, Bradford going with a screen for Murray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Bradford to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. On second down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go with Murray again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, Murray. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Bradford with a give to Murray. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Bradford now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still been able to come away with points.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on second down. Ryan, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Bradford on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
They go back to Murray on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Drew Brees leading the way offensively. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on a sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tom Johnson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. And running with power here. Oh, he sheds himself free. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Sherrills to return it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now Bradford on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Able to slither by. And now running right through it. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Terrence Newman with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Again, it's Murray. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power. A 1st down throw for Bradford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The rookie from UCLA Tech, McKinley. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block. The play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Cam Newton, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now it's Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Looking deep for gain. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
First down, Bradford. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 15 yards through the air
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Latavius Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. Still shedding tackles. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Ryan on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's got it up and through. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Throwing on third and long, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And now here is another interception. Terrence Newman with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the final play here will be Bradford going down to a knee. The Vikings on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it